You on there, Diggs? How you doing? G'day from Canberra in all Australia. How you doing, Diggs? Welcome. Thursday, the 8th of June, is it? Jeez, you got to bring the bloody lasagna tray back, mate.
Ah, yeah. Something if you want some breakfast.
No, I'll be right, mate. Thanks. But yeah, good to see you getting looked after.
Yeah.
G'day, g'day. How you doing? All right? Lovely day for it.
Yeah.
You're dry, you're happy.
Yeah, I listened to a prophetic word this morning.
Yeah.
Troy Black.
Troy Black. I can't say I've heard that, mate.
Fantastic news.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Get home and I find it I'm struggling with it. Because he wants us with these people that have what they've done to us, not to hate them. We've got to love them.
Well, it says in the Lord's Prayer, don't forgive the I know there's a fine line. Yeah. I don't hate them, but
come across and repent. What they've done. It's hard to fathom.
It's hard to fathom. Don't like to do, but got to be, yeah.
But justice still has to be done. He's saying justice has to be done. But it's not up to us where they go. He's going to deal with them.
So what do I do? We just keep talking to the Diggs and keep bringing it out, mate. And there's a lot of drops, and you know we've had all this time to slowly come to terms with it, I suppose. But these people that are going to be rudely awakening now, boy, I almost don't want to put them in that mindset that I was in. You know, as it's falling down the rabbit hole, so to speak. But we have to. There's a lot on. There's a lot of drops today. You know, Zuckerberg again, the human trafficking, the peaks again. It's boom, boom. It's all there. It's getting to the stage where people can't not look at it. It's coming. Anyway, we've got the Diggs on. Oh, good morning, everybody. Daniel Lawson, just speaking to Al just there. G'day, g'day. Yeah, well, I'm trying to get through all this without ever having to raise a fist. No, mate, no. Yeah, exactly. It goes against everything. But to drag him out by the ear, to give him to some sort of a legitimate authority that can handle it lawfully.
Well, if we hurt anybody, we know better than them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then if you don't fight this evil with love and beat them with love, you're just going to be ending up with the more evil, and evil's evil. I know.
In a mindset, I wanted to see him hang, and there were all sorts drawn.
Yeah, we're not saying we're going to do it, but that's what they're up against, you know. We're pleading with them for redemption. We're pleading with them to come to terms, come to light. I mean, classic example now is the ACT moves in with their full-term abortion laws and all the bloody rest of it, and endorsing pedophilia while they jump right in bed with the UN, which absolutely endorses and wants into law, putting into law, adults can have sex with children. I know, but that's what they're doing. And suddenly the Canberrans here are starting to stand and fight with Calvary Hospital, who was anti-abortion, pro-life, all the bloody rest of it, and they're asking for us to fight for them, so the corporation doesn't take over the church. Okay? So we'll come fight for you because you're pro-life. Whistleblowers, mate. They're in the position. Who are they? Where are they in the Calvary Hospital system, the Catholic system, whatever, fighting for us? In other words, full disclosure of truth on the pharmaceutical agenda. I'm not saying, you know, throw your bloody doctors and nurses under the bus, but we've got to bring this to light. We'll fight for you, but you fight for us. They're more in power to do something about this than anyone. If they're so pro-life, will then come out whistleblow about how the corporation has coerced and forced them as doctors and nurses in a private capacity, not with Calvary or corporate, private capacity, that will then show that the Calvary Hospital is then willing to fight for us as we're fighting for it, and it can bring it all out. That this could be the centre point for the Canberrans to come in and fight this, because it is. It's a fight for sanctity of children ultimately as well. But just to go and fight for Calvary Hospital while they still take no ownership for what we've just been through these last 3 years, show me the hero that's in the Calvary Hospital system that is actually fighting for us, because they've got work to do on their side to win us to their side. We know what I mean? At the moment, come fight for us, Calvary Hospital, the church hospital, because the church has fully endorsed the Voice into Parliament, and now the Parliament, which is a corporation, is taking the Calvary Hospital. Mate, they're still stuck in their lies, but they're asking us to come and fight for them. Mate, we're here, we're ready, but just come on, give us some common ground to stand on, because they're not innocent, not by any stretch of the imagination. But that's the fight here in Canberra at the moment. Yeah. So show me the hero in Calvary Hospital, and I'll go bloody stand with them. But mate, they've got to give ground. They've got to come to the party. No more lies. Start showing how much money was earned off the COVID agenda. How much money they made for each deceased person that they put down with that. I'm being very careful of the words. Hopefully I don't get censored here. But yeah, the fight, but it's getting there. We're getting to the fight. You know, and I don't mean fisticuffs. No. As overtly peacefully as possible. Calmness, love and light. Yeah, there's going to be some triggers and some angers, but hands in pockets, digesting, everyone the chance to say their little piece and put it all on the whiteboard and draw the lines. And you'll see quite easily that, yeah, this Albanese regime, tyrannical regime, is just more of the same. You can't complain about them, you can't put charges on them, you can't outvote them, and you can't hold them accountable to law. There's no fucking law. It's God's law. Yeah, I know, and the Constitution, 1901, Commonwealth of Australia, that can protect us. Magna Carta protects us. I'm even starting to see how treaty can work as well. But ultimately, we're protected. We've got to come together and tell them no more. And this Calvary Hospital is a perfect arena to fight in. Yeah, it's there. It's all of it right there.
Aboriginal people don't need any more persecution. After all their lives.
You've got a brilliant voice there already with government funded, and they're not listening to that voice. So we're going to give them another voice that they won't listen to. It's just, like I said, it's the land grab. I'm tired. I mean, I just listen to Truth Prevails. I mean, yeah, but I'm tired. Yeah, mate. Tired. I've got enough energy to fight this, to finish this.
Yeah. No, you're coming from me. I've got a couple of them. You've got to keep pushing on. And we're going to get there.
We're going to get there. But yeah, there's going to be more distractions in between. Russia, Ukraine, distractions. Yeah, there's shit going on, but it's not to do with us. Our enemy is here. We need to focus inside. Front of the woods enemy right here. We don't have the moral or ethical grounding to go anywhere else and tell them what to do, because we're complicit in human trafficking and crimes against children. How then do we have the ethical right, this constitutional government have the ethical right then to send our troops to tell another probably sovereign nation what to do? No fucking right, mate. No ethical right. Unless they really ask for our help, we've got no right to go in there. And I know, I'm pretty sure East Timor, that Guzmao, he pleaded for years for Australia to come and help. Finally they did, but not on his terms. Not on their sovereignty terms, straight to the UN, straight to the Ramaphosa, straight to the Catholic Church.
Straight to the corruption.
Anyway, I've got a coffee that I'll finish. I haven't finished it. Anyway, how the digs going? Sorry about that little ramble on and on. There's some good posts today. It's coming thick and fast. Mr. Bird's right into it, mate. Yeah, someone's got her angry overnight. She's into it, mate. Researching, boom, boom, putting up good stuff. Yeah. Truth prevails. Margaret. Rip me. Mate, they're going for the throat, mate. Yeah, I understand they're tired. I'll take a day off, have a sleep, get some nice foods. Ask someone to give you a hug and see you in a couple of days and we'll get back into it, you know, because there's no rest.
We're all in the same boat. Just got to get rid of those rats and kick them off the ship.
Yeah.
Where this come from? Last night I was outside having a smoke out the back. All the clouds were starting to dissipate. Stars were coming out. It was nice clear sky.
I had an epic power failure last night in here. I've got to go in the toolbox. Something happened just in 2, 3 in the morning. I don't know, it just went off like a power outage, but I'm on my own power here. Straight away I'm listening like, who's out there? You know, just pull the power, boom, he'll come out in a second. No, listening. I had another little fan here. I turned it on and I just went back to sleep. Yeah, I've got an epic failure there. Got to find something going on. No smoke or burnt out. Just probably just one wire. Just finding where it is and where it goes.
That's awesome the way you've done this up.
They love me, Corey and Phil and the KL. I did some work on it. I got a little bit of sandpaper. What did I do? I was the apprentice.
Yeah, they got those windows in there. That's awesome. Because are you kidding?
They're a professional working unit. They really are, mate.
Yeah.
There's no, I wouldn't be able to do that. No. Everything is a can-do attitude.
Yeah. Have you seen the ute what Phil rebuilt? They rebuilt a ute. That was an old piece of garbage. That was better than the brand new car off the showroom floor.
I don't doubt it. He's a bit torn on the F truck. He wants to cruise around in the El Grande Nissan, you know, comfort, heater, you know, it is comfort and big mode. But everyone wants the Freedom truck on the Freedom front. So I think he's taken the van back and he's left the truck here.
It's got a place in history that
But I do, it's had enough time here. You're allowed to have some comfort, Phil.
Yeah. That's it.
We'll just wrap it. Bring the El Grande back and we'll just wrap it in red ensigns and bloody Southern Cross Eureka flags.
That's what Marty was saying. If you did with the wraps, where they did the wrap your whole car up, have it in the red ensign.
I'm looking at the wrap from the bonnet on my car, but it'll be the Eureka. Yeah. And tyranny becomes law and rebellion becomes duty. That one just has a wrap on the whole bonnet. Well, it's not like I'm going to get the car repainted, so wrap's probably the perfect thing. And it's galvanized, so it's not like it's going to rust. Yeah.
It's pretty good stuff, too, that.
You got to wrap it, mate. You break it down. Well, I'll see what the digs are talking about, mate. There's so much going on now in the bloody real world there. A lot of fake in the real world too, but yeah, mate, everyone's here. Who was first? Oh, mate, sorry, I kept you hanging. Chris McGrath, you got the gold. No, I haven't slept in. I want to get going early, but last couple of weeks, you know, it'll just be what it is, mate. I'm going to try and get on earlier, but if I'm on early, I've got to sort of mind everyone else speaking out there and just bring it back here between us a little bit. Yeah, we've all got to work together here, and a lot of people sometimes don't want to be on the camera, or they're talking something and they realise the camera's on, they go. Mainly due to censorship issues, and there's a lot of personal stuff going on as well that people don't really want out. And there's, you guys know in your own life, the feelings here, the emotions, the arguments, the laughter and the tears, it's all real. So that's why I'm a bit later nowadays and just love your digs anyway. Diana, you angel, thank you. protected us again yesterday. Hopefully I've not said anything that could be censored by this channel. We're on a knife's edge here where they could just remove this channel from us. We keep on the YouTubes because there's a whole nother level of awakening here of great Australian people. And they're going to be looking to the YouTubes. We're right here still. So I'd hate to lose it. We never put this, as everyone knows, we never did this for entertainment purposes, for egos or to, yeah. Didn't come here to put on a show every day and use the Governor General, you know, just as drawing power, so to speak. It's as we've had to do this out of necessity, protect ourselves, and also to show the people. Otherwise, we're here for no bloody reason if no one knows we're here. Every issue we yell at that bloody Governor General is a very true blue issue. And one day, one issue should have been enough for everyone to stand, but I understand that as well. Sorry, I understand. Yeah, mate, I'm full of life today. Slowly but surely it'll prevail. Thanks, Diana. Keeps me one foot in the mainstream, so to speak, so I don't go off with the bloody fairies too, and just keep a bit grounded. Because yeah, it does go deep. We're just trying to get people to grasp the grassroots level stuff, but it does go deep. It's a spiritual war, isn't it? Yeah. There's grandparents just wanting to do so. They want to be with people. Exactly. And it's happening fast now. Imagine they did have the time right through to the 20th century and they weren't forced to push their cards forward. You know, like this transgender invasion, you know, over a period of 10, 12 years, people would even be slower to see it coming. Yeah, no, the more they're forced to... Yeah, I'm tired. But we can all be tied together and we'll keep fighting. Nothing wrong with drags doing their thing for adults. It's yeah, that's exactly right, mate. It's groomed. There's casting dogs. Might need an AP, an ARC. Yeah, good on you, mate. Cats and dogs. I know, I swear. New peer-reviewed quantitative study published in Current Psychology finds evidence that far-left extremism is a predictor of violent psychopathic tendencies and narcissism, naturally extreme leftists. G'day, Chris. It was good to see you yesterday too, mate. Movements of draw in such types who welcome violence. The old CRCs there, Community Resource Centres, and WA, that was the royalties for regions. Great concept, but what they do, just built all these community resource centres that never actually went anywhere, and then the royalties for regions were rerouted back into the main funds where we got them out of in the first place. Yeah. My first answer there is resources, community resource centres. G'day, Kerry, how you doing? Well, much love to you. Is any of us digs nearby, Kerry? We can just have a coffee and just give her a hug. That almost sounds pathetic, but yeah, much love, Kara. But if there's anything we can do, but if there's anyone nearby, We've got our own umbrella crew going here at the moment. I think Hazel wins the prettiest Brolly award. Well, why put the flowers on the outside? You might as well put the flowers on the inside. Yeah. I know. Mashio. Here you go. But why? But why? Football's a dirty word, Joel. All the AFL and the footy teams support the voice, mate. I just had to drop them like a bundle. Look at them hovering over there. Yeah, it's a little bit wet, but it's a warm day, beautiful. Warm. Much love to you, Kerry. Yeah, just don't leave us, Kerry, eh? There's just got to be some hope here. If the med beds aren't mythical and they're coming out, pretty sure in all the talk of the med beds is DNA repair. They're talking about the VE cells in your body being a print like your stem cells of birth. If it doesn't affect the VE cells, they're protected. Then you've got a photograph of your DNA that could be, I don't know, I'm just trying to give hope, and I haven't ruled out God's glory saving us all. It's funny, they always said the appendix was obsolete. Just my own thoughts over the years and learning nutrition and gut health. I was thinking maybe the appendix does have a purpose. Maybe the appendix is like a little store of all the original gut health from when you're born. So a little pocket, so it hides in there, so that because the antibiotics and everything kills all the natural stuff, but maybe there's these little safety mechanisms in the body. I know. Operation Warp Speed, I don't think that is even started yet. I don't think it was about what's rolled out. I think it's still something to come, possibly. I just hope and love, and definitely no more barriers to disunity or anything. I'm just love you, and I don't know. I'm not ready to give up, even on anyone. And it'd be pretty bloody rude to say, no, you're done. No, there's hope. Let's hold on to it. Thanks and praise. I mean, yeah, what I said, mate. Jesus touched and healed. He even gave the power to the apostles, touched and healed. I believe that power is there for us if we can walk in that faith. Pray for Kerry. Pray for all others that are been coerced in lies. Yo, fair g'day, Ollie. No, I'm keeping dry. I've got one little leak here. It looks like we're getting ready to go down, so I'll have to put the good morning, Dash. Yeah, so what are we doing here? Well, we're proclaiming to the Governor-General, as we have done for, let's say over 480 days. We're at the National Rock Garden. We meet here every day, regardless season or weather. The train remains the same. To proclaim to the Governor-General, expose the 28 names of the pedophiles that were identified as part of the Wood Royal Commission. They keep each other's secrets. They went to a break and did not revisit the issue. They just weren't going to touch it. But guess what? These people are still in high-profile places and have had another 27 years to lobby, invest in, groom, employ, buy yeah, so it's time for them held accountable. They say 27 years ago, yeah, well, they'd be gone by now. No. What if one of them is actually Governor General? Well, only the Governor General can do something about it. The allegations are there, but he's made no move in any capacity over the last 480 days to clear his name and stand up for the sanctity of children. Not even a response to a letter, a rushed response by a secretary last minute that just did him no favours whatsoever. And during this whole time, we've found the Governor General to be without any power of authority outside his jurisdiction. Why? Because they removed the Great Seal. They replaced Crown with corporation. It is a corporation with no right to have any authority over the people, because basically a corporation enforces servitude and slavery. And so that's the fight. That's why we're going back there to proclaim. It's got bigger, now you hold him accountable to the Nuremberg Code and everything. Supposed to be the buffer between the people and the government, but he's not. So he takes the coin and not doing the job. We're compromising these people in play. Have we held them to account and hold them to approach? No, we haven't yet. But
You got a brolly?
yeah, I think I've got a brolly there, mate. Yeah, but I've got me
Oh yeah, cool. You all good?
yeah, all good, mate. We'll put this on the digs. Anyway, nice talking, Ez. We'll probably come back and talk some more. Everyone's about to head down. So I'll turn that around. Takes twice, doesn't it? Double tap. Right, yeah, like that. Put your raincoat on. It's not just any old raincoat. I want you to look cool. These are warriors after all, so you get the full Ozcan treatment. Right, I'll put you out there. Did I get that, better get the cord. Hey, whoa, scared the bejeez out of me. A big bloody, big huntsman just landed on me. Not that I'm scared of spiders, but it did scare the bejesus out of me. Can you see him there? He landed right on my shoulder, run down my arm. Poor bugger. Oh, never mind. You're going to run straight back up under the boat, I know, and you're going to be in my bed when I'll go to sleep. I don't know, but if you could maybe try and find another home, I'd appreciate it. You've got to get yourself killed. I've been left behind. Let's go. Let's catch up. Seeing all right there, Diggs? Yeah, you're dry anyway. Make sure you're still on the scene. Yeah, you're still on there, righto. You're not zoomed in. No. Right, I'll step it out. Yeah, bloody Telstra angered me yesterday. The battery and the Wi-Fi's expanded and gone dead. So when the battery will, can I get this battery? No, mate, no bloody way. hang on. I've got Telstra's name. Where do I go? Telstra. Okay, Telstra. And new battery. No, we don't do batteries. Okay. Well, can you replace this Wi-Fi that's, you know, still in contract with? It obviously hasn't lasted the life. Oh no, sir. No. It's mishandling of it. We don't do that. I said, well, show me where this has been mishandled. Not a drop mark on it. Oh yeah. Oh no, sorry, only 6 months warranty. Okay. It's got Telstra's name all over it. No, you have to buy a new one, sir. All it needs the battery. Telstra, not willing to fucking help at all. Thanks, Telstra. Yeah, sorry, but that's my little personal whinge. Why sell an item with their name all over it using parts that we can't fucking replace? They charge fortunes for these bloody things. What have we forgot?
Microphone.
Oh, right. But don't worry, sir, you'll finish paying that Wi-Fi off next week. Well, it's broken, it didn't make it, and you're still going to make me finish paying for it. Yeah. Go $27 still, sir. Fuck. Walked out of there, still no bloody working phone and no Wi-Fi. Paying $157 a month. And he was quite happy for me to walk out of there with none of it working. Just Trigger City, and I was triggered. Just someone look after me. I'm paying good money here, just fucking look after me. Treat me with respect. He didn't even offer me a new one on what those costs. I said, you even going to offer me a new one and show me the items? He just looked at me weird. I said, oh, you guys are fucked. It's just a no attitude. No. Battery World, you'll just come to get... No, mate, no, you won't get one in here. Oh, sorry, I thought I'd gone to Battery World. Silly me for even thinking Battery World have it. The answer was just no. I said, mate, that's a real can-do attitude. Yeah, thanks. Oh, I'll have a look for you. I mean, yeah, he does know his batteries, you'd think, but Battery World says they've got batteries for everything. Oh, shut up. I know, that's my own little personal rant. It's got nothing to do with the big situation of it all. But choice? There's no choice. There's Telstra or nothing. Telstra's the only one that I can go everywhere in the country and get coverage. The illusion of fucking choice. Oh, get a load of that. Bloody miles late and I'm the first one down here. Well, seeing as we're waiting for everyone else to come down here, I might just chuck the camera in and have a quick look at the Possum. Oh, look at the yellow. Yeah, so I can go buy new items and get into contract and give them access to my bank account so they can take money out monthly at their will, but they can't be trusted. So I've just got to wait till I get enough money to buy these things outright. Alright, have a bit of a look, see if you can see. So how long have the diggers been off for? Mate, I just can't get things running here. It just this... Oh yeah. It's all just falling apart. Falling apart. She wants to get our shit. Anyway. Alright, dig through there. How long was I off for? Hang around, go away. do not just. Oh, so it was right at the possums that went off, right, eh? Sorry about that. There we go. Thank you. Try and keep that dry. Hey, stop. Passion fingers.
Mike,
Yeah, cool. See, I might be able to play with it when I get back there later on today. But if Diana, we went private yesterday to save the channel again. But yeah, Tobias' speech was definitely worth it. I'm not sure we can still get a clip of it. You shouldn't have. I shouldn't have to go public to get the clip of that. I should just be able to play it on my own screen, on my channel, and just clip it. I'll see what I can do. But yeah, he apparently got over thousands of views on his Facebook with it. So. Not about the views, just getting the message out there. If that's the frequency, that's what they're lapping up, that's what they're receiving, we'll allow that to flow. Go on here, mate. Suck it in. Keep on sucking up. We've got the voice. Really listen. Just make sure you're all still up. Yeah, you're doing it right. All right. Get this going. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for braving the weather. Oh, absolutely, mate. When you see the headlines that are coming out and the truths that are being disclosed, mate, only right the flies are crying. But anyway, Governor General! Stand fast! They wrote their songs in the battle. They were young, straight of limb, true of eyes, steady and aglow. They were staunch to the end against odds uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe. They shall grow not old as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them. Lest we forget.
interested or not. For now, a few days, just a few, standing here or the opposite side of the light, addressing you, telling you what we think you should do. I think it comes to a time that we should hear your side of the story. We're happy to welcome you in the morning for a cup of coffee. We're happy to take the invitation to your house. It's up to you. If you want to speak, it's your time. And if you don't know what you're standing for, just a little reminder. Your Excellency, the Honourable David Hurley, as the Governor General of this nation, this letter is a direct appeal from another growing cohort of Australian people, both here and at home. We call on you to action the public reveal of the unredacted findings in the police report from the Woodward Commission 1995 to 1997. I highlight police report. The Woodward Commission has catalogued with the Police Integrity Commission resulted in the 90-year suppression order containing 28 names of alleged pedophiles of prominent stature, including judges, government officials, an ex-prime minister, and others winding up. That the Australian government has made no attempt to undo the 90-year suppression order for the supposed safety and well-being population is unacceptable. Revisit again in 2015 in the Senate Legal and Constitutional Affairs Legislation Committee meeting. The then Senator Bill Heffernan delivered the same request for the findings to be released to the public. Don't forget, in between, from the start of the investigation and from the revisiting, we had other High Commission committees which revisit the same issue, child trafficking and pedophilia. This could be avoided if we would go ahead with the first one. As the Senator stated, it's not so much the secret that's the problem. It's when a group of people such as the 28 people on the police report keep each other secret. Don't forget, these 28 people in high power, politicians, lawyers, ex-prime minister, and I think it's a big problem if they keep each other secret. How can we trust them? Further in his appeal, he quoted a judge of the day. We decided not to revisit that issue because the public would lose confidence in the judiciary. Wonder why. Governor General, how can you justify the 90-year suppression order of the police report from the Woodward Commission, given that the Australian taxpayer paid out roughly $64 million on the case? We have a right to full disclosure of the investigation, given that we paid for it, and we need justice and victims need closure. 27 Pinefield years later, we have stood each week since August 30, 2021 at the Governor House in Queensland, and daily since the 7th of February, 2022, addressing you in our house. We used to be in the front gate, but someone didn't like it. We are either real victims, family members of victims, or friends of victims of the appalling industry of child trafficking and pedophilia, which is not accepted in our society and never will be. We the people also require the individual honored with the position of Governor General. That's you at the moment, David Hurley. To uphold the requirements of the office of Governor General and inquire why the Governor General has not stepped in with the obvious police overreach. I mean, he stepped in, but on a different side. In inhibiting the peaceful protesting, that is our protected rights of all Australians. It is up to the men and women of Australia to determine their level of confidence in the police, judiciary system, parliament, you, the media, on this matter. You sincerely concerned men and women of Australia.
My name is Martin. I have lost confidence in the government, federal, state and local. I instruct you to dissolve the federal parliament and issue the writs for a fresh election immediately. Further, I want all the documents that Senator Heffernan produced to the Royal Commission released to the public, unredacted, immediately. These two things are not up for negotiation. We will be here every day until you do as instructed. Concerned men and women of Australia.
Good morning, Governor General. We're just going to go through the Nuremberg Code. That'll be fun for you. See how many of these you've broken. British Medical Journal, number 7070, volume 313, page 1448, 7th December 1996. This is the introduction. The judgment by the War Crimes Tribunal at Nuremberg laid down 10 standards to which physicians must conform when carrying out experiments on human subjects in a new code that is now accepted worldwide. I hope these 10 standards were followed. This judgment established a new standard of ethical medical behaviour for the post-World War II human rights era. Amongst other requirements, this document enunciates that requirement of voluntary informed consent of the human subject. Voluntary. Ding dong. The principle of voluntary informed consent protects the right of the individual to control his own body. I think that's a big failure, Governor General. This code also recognises that the risk must be weighed against the expected benefit and that unnecessary pain and suffering must be avoided. This code recognises that doctors should avoid actions that injure human patients. The principles established by this code for medical practice now have been extended into general codes of medical ethics. Permissible medical experiments. The great weight of evidence before us to effect that certain types of medical experiments on human beings, when kept within reasonable, well-defined bounds, conforms to the ethics of the medical profession generally. The protagonists of the practice of human experimentation justify their views on the basis that such experiments yield results for the good of society and that are uncompurable by other methods or means of study. All agree, however, that certain basic principles must be observed in order to satisfy moral, ethical, and legal concepts. All of these have been broken. This is the Nuremberg Code. Governor General, please do your job.
David Hurley, on the 13th of March 2020, you signed a declaration of a federal pandemic under the Biosecurity Act 2015. It was under your hand, under your authority, this was done. And as such, the ultimate responsibility of all governments, all authorities in Australia to act legally under the Biosecurity Act also fell to your responsibility. Authority has responsibility. As an army officer, you should have learnt that. But what we are seeing today is that lots of army officers are taking no responsibility for their authority. They're just passing the buck down the line and hanging out to dry men and women who are on the front line. Unacceptable then, unacceptable now. So when the state government and the federal government and the police forces started to do illegal shit, you had an obligation to stand up and deal with them using your authority. The same authority you used to declare the pandemic was the authority that you had to order governments to do what they were supposed to do. The states did not have any authority because it was a federal pandemic. They had to bow their knee to the authority that you had. And yet you turned a blind eye to them acting illegally, locking people down without cause. We saw police forces acting more like Gestapo or SS thugs than police officers, and that's why they're simply bully boys. I've been in Canberra since February last year, and I've seen the bully boys firsthand, to the extent I do not even wish to engage with them. However, you have a responsibility, and you are liable for every illegal action that every government and every parliament and every police officer did, because the silence from you was deafening. And we know under law that silence is agreement. And you were in agreement with their illegal action. Therefore, you have blood on your hands. You are liable for many, many, many different criminal charges, human rights charges, and war crime charges. I suggest you get a really good lawyer and start to beg for mercy from the Australian people.
What did Phil say yesterday? There are still registered yellows for people like you, Dangle Dangle. On days like this, I reflect on the people that fought for our freedom, including my grandfather and my great-grandfather. In these fictitious, money-grabbing wars where you sent untrained men and women to the front line, and look what you've got it done. They fought in most atrocious conditions. Nothing like a little bit of rain over your head. You know who I am. And I've lost confidence in you, the judiciary, parliament. And I instruct you to dissolve parliament and write the writs for a fresh election. We also want all the documents, mate, that Bill Hefner brought to the table. The children cannot wait 63 more years. We want the findings unredacted too. We know they're there. We know the people on the list. Just give us the names and let's get on with it. Dangle, dangle.
Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Never got a jab, never wore a mask. 2 years go past and we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They raided the camps, done all the camps. Who said it can, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They broken the roads, broken the law, but can't break the spirit now. We're still here. Yeah, what? I'ma make you drop this charge, son. You watch. We take it back to the start. No D's, no titles, no press pass. Now we charge you. Tables are turned. We come with a proof for all the assaults, all the abuse. Nobody gonna cut you loose. Knock, knock. Yeah, who at the door? Makada. Bring on the storm. Library to empty. Door to the door. Recruit and come back to the front lawn. Yeah, we're still here. Still ain't got no fear. We won't cry. Still ain't shed no tear. The sense of we still here. Is that all you got? We take on you mob, we unite. You don't call the shots. Sovereign's been here all along, and they're still here. Yeah, they're still here. Return of the sovereign, but they never left. They're still here. Yeah, they're still here. Yeah, they're still here. The oldest civilization. It's been how many years? They're still here. Need your support for the new way this war is fought. Alowari for the law. In June, income war accords. Gotta cut out the cancer, yeah, that's what the plans are. Walk with the elders, they got the law, we got the numbers, that is the answer. Yeah, we're still here, yeah, we're still here. Never got the jab, never wore a mask. 2 years go past and we're still here. Yeah, we're still here, yeah, we're still here. They raided the camps, done all the camps. You said the camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here, yeah, we're still here. They broken the roads, broken the law, but can't break the spirit now. We're still here, yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They smashed my car and locked me up with a man on bail, and I'm still here. They see us come, we see them run. Now we are one, free our daughters, free our sons. Yeah, they're getting scared. Front line, you can bet I'm there. Even when we're gone, our spirit lives on. Yeah, we ain't going anywhere. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Never got a job, never wore a mask. 2 years no past, and we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They raided the camps, done all the camps. 2 kicks at the camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They broken the roads, broken the law, but can't break the spirit now. We're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They smashed my car and locked me up with a man on bail, and I'm still here.
Yeah, look, if you want to knock off early from here, Diggs, no, I haven't seen you. Thanks for being here. Some of us should play that. Not even going to worry about putting that on. Good speeches. Great day to be a soldier. Soldiers dig this. We've done the possums. Just get someone right. It all went to, it all pretty much went to poo there. Just trying to line this up and then realise it was way too wet to even manipulate the screen and put on the disco and all that other stuff. So I hope you're still there. There's no respite. Need a brolly. Someone got a brolly? Hey Al. Come here, so just put your brolly over top of the camera so I can have a bit of a quick look, mate, make sure we've got it all going. Oh yeah, no, we're all still on. A bit of a lean. We're zoomed out, aren't we? Yep, zoomed out. Alright, I'll just put that back over and hopefully it'll get us there. Oh, thank you. Easy. Reminds me of the role of the infantry in days like this. To seek out and close with the enemy. To kill or capture him. To seize and hold ground. To repel an attack by day or night, regardless of season, weather or terrain. Now I've got to go back and tackle a spider. Who's that running down there? Mouse? Might be one, I don't know. If you aren't on when I get back, the diesel team is back on again. Yeah, mate, just keep smiling days like this, eh? Oh, that's a good thing, bloody hell. Yeah, I suppose there's all those people that get an early knock-off, rain. Yeah, I reckon a few tradies would be quite happy with that. Go get your kids out of school and take them home and spend a bit of time with them. Give everyone the day off. They'll learn more with their family than they do in these bloody schools at the moment. Yeah, it might not be a real long discussion when we get back here, Diggs. Yeah, I've got a 6-foot bloody huntsman to go tackle. But yeah, I've got to go do some electrics, go find somewhere dry. Definitely not a good day to be playing around with electrics. But should be right. Just a little power pack on the trailer, just something went off last night, like there was a power outage, but I'm not hooked up with power. I've got my own power. The batteries are all fully charged. So anyway, that's just something for me to go play with today. It'd be good just to have something to do, you know, tinker around with. Project. Being wet weather, I'll probably turn the laptop on and keep in touch with everyone on via the telegrams. Huntsman to, you know, suddenly just rock up at midnight on my face or something saying, "Oh, go, mate." Yeah, it's not ideal. I won't scream like a baby, but not ideal. It would probably just get the poor thing killed. Alright. Yeah, he's in amongst all that somewhere, probably back inside my bloody trailer, no doubt. We'll have a look. These things are jump out and bloody grab me again, isn't it? probably inside there somewhere or up underneath the trailer. What you reckon? No? You fitted there, yes. Earlier. Close there. Come on, you went a bit there earlier. There we go, gotcha. Well, none of it's ideal. I'll be a good huntsman there somewhere. Oh well. Let's get you inside out of the rain. Yeah, dirty, filthy, dirty wet, mate. Not filthy wet, clean wet, I suppose, but presuming it's 100% H2O and not, you know, every other element in the bloody elemental chart. The moment when your hair dangles down and you think it's a big spider crawling around. You get the legs off.
Levers then.
Yeah, mate, no, I don't understand what happened today. Bloody oath.
Got to go and buy some new shoes and
Oh, that's a good day.
a couple of jumpers.
New shoes, new socks, that's a good morale day. Let me dry the digs off.
Alright, completely destroyed.
Oh, the dig's still on. Yeah, they're still on. Sweet, they survived. Yeah, well, that sounds like a good day, mate. Yeah, I'll be here tomorrow. I'm going to head off very quickly soon and go do my chores and get my electrics back up and working.
Yeah, I'll be back on Tuesday. I'm doing Friday, Saturday and Sunday down the coast, so
Oh, yeah. I find this big bloody huntsman that bloody jumped on me before. He's
back still in there.
Oh, yeah. He would have, while I was away, he would have crawled back up in here, I reckon.
They reckon they're harmless.
Oh, they are, mate.
They just don't look harmless to
It's
me.
just that initial bejeez as they grab right.
All right, mate.
All right, too easy, mate. Thank you. Catch you. Yeah, Tuesday. Oh, cool. Have a good one. All right. There we are. Look at me. There you go. Are we winning? I wonder if she's opening up the Civic Centre. Everyone might be just bowing out. Had enough. Catch you later, mate. All right, how are you? Batman, frozen on possums. Yeah, we got past that. It's very damp down there. The warm, it's all right. It's warm. It's not that. Mind you, if you get wet, it'll be a bit cool. But g'day Bianca. G'day Melissa Bird. G'day Kerry. Hit the like button if you like us. Thank you. Carol Uden.
Soldier, I'm going to escape.
Too easy, mate. Thanks
See
a
you
lot.
tomorrow.
So that's Carol there. Righto, I've just finally put two and two together. Carol's been visiting us for a while, and she had us on the chat. So yeah, I know who she is now. That's her there. Wow. I'll tell you, there's a bit disconnect. We could be best mates here or best mates there, but I can't put the two together. Sorry, you really need to engage with me. Say hi, I'm such and such. Yeah, hugs all around, but. We've got half-time oranges. Yeah, I'll have a half-time orange. Thank you, Carol. We're seeing some of the stuff down there now. I know who you are, man.
Ah.
I thought the penny finally just dropped now.
That's all right. There's enough people to get to know, isn't there?
There is, so thank you.
One for each hand.
One's enough for the moment, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
No worries.
Yeah, it takes a bit. No, they're right. They're nice. I was waiting for that real tart taste. Tart taste. No, they're all packing up. That's it. That's where you're getting half-time orange. All right, we're knocking off. Well, thank you for bearing with me while I eat my orange, half-time orange. Here's the redacted link of the good episode. Hi Rob, ICP. We will remember them. We will remember them. Lest we forget, they forget, they've forgotten, lest we forget. G'day Greg, Daniel Lawson, the Ripme's there. Thanks for persevering through the weather. You're absolute true true men and women can handle it. Yeah, one more. That was actually very tasty. Thank you. Lulu. Okay. Oh, I know who Carol is now. Buck stops it early. We're making sure it does. Nothing can save the Governor-General here, not even himself. I don't think he can even save himself. But we will make sure we're saved and the children are safe, that's for sure. With or without him, we're getting through. We're going to get through even if he doesn't. But yeah, mate, we're imploring him to come to the party. Love your work, Denise. Exactly what you said there. Gigi's job is to uphold the Constitution, the correct Constitution. And through that, we've found him to be Governor-General by title alone, unconstitutionally. Yeah, I barely saw, I did, mate. I can still hear my screams echoing over Canberra. They need to stand themselves down. They need to hand themselves in. You know it's going to crawl out and get me later in the evening. It's going to crawl out of one of these little hidey holes here somewhere. Probably sitting above me now, is it? But geez, it's probably in my gonk bag. I know you're there, you eight-legged fiend. No, well, we'll just have to come to terms later. Bring a pen, you'll have to sign a contract. Thank you, Johan. Johan. Just remembering Joden, just for that name there. Joden did some long time here last year in the cold. Yeah, well, there's a National Press Club there. They can all go in there, mate. They'd love to hear from them. Connor and the bone broth. I like a bit of bone broth. But you did, Lulu. All of you digs did. You stood up. But a lot to discuss. Yeah, and those that are asking to go help them and fight for them because they're so pro-life, well, prove you're pro-life by holding accountable, at least bringing the information to the people for the last 3 years. But I'd love to go and help Calvary stay outside the system for the people so we can really look after each other. But once again, I just see more deceit within the deceit here. That another big distraction to get everyone fighting for something that even the people that think they're fighting for are actually going for the other side. I mean, I love Roman Catholics. I'm a Roman Catholic myself. The Catholic religion, nah, mate. The Catholic authority, well, they're behind the Parliament's voice. Because the UN and the Catholic Church and the royal families, they're all together, you know. But I'm speaking to the preacher. I know. Let's calm down. I'll tell you what, let's knock off. Early knock off for all today. What is it? Hair past a freckle? 10:54. That's it. We're knocking off. 11 o'clock early knock off. Mate, you're putting down some good stuff. Acid, exactly. Well, much love to you all. But yeah, we'll call it quits. Yeah, I've got nothing. Thanks for being there. Thanks for being with us, and God bless you. And we'll go hit the platforms and destroy them with our own platforms, inform the people, and win them to our side.
It's interesting. I heard about the department they set up to stop us getting a message out.
Sorry.
The federal government,
Yep.
when the pandemic was called,
Yeah.
set up a department or a section whose job simply was to take us down,
Yeah.
get on our phones.
They had to, mate. I remember Jackie Lambie questioned the Labor government on it all, and they laughed. And she said, "And you're just not going to tell the people?" And they laughed.
Yeah.
And then the coverage, the film just stopped.
Yeah,
So
right.
what happened then?
Yeah, right. Well, she changed.
So yeah, they
so
did
she
all.
would have told her, pull your head in, we'll give you a nice sum.
Something happened there. I'm not saying she jumped on that side or this side, but
No.
it went through the process. Albanese, they were pissing themselves. Like, yeah, no, we're not telling people. Fuck them. You watch, we're gonna sweet, we're rich.
Yep. Well, that's right. Reminds me of Northern Landscapes that take green to the mining of Kakadu.
Yeah.
And because the traditional owners wouldn't, and they got paid. Each one there got a part of the royalties. Like, so you make the decision so I can mine on someone else's land. I'll give you some money for it. Good on you.
Yeah. We're going to go on that one, but love yous. We'll see you then. Oh, but don't you? Okay, so we say more people are waking up, but nothing is changing. Yes, it's that holding them to account part, isn't it? But you know, suddenly today, I mean, yeah, well, we all knew, didn't we? We had much, yeah. I will try and answer that. Ask me again tomorrow, and we'll get into it deep. Well, it's not going to be on your conscience or mine, is it? We yelled as loud as we could for as long as we could, and we're still yelling. All right, we'll catch you later, Diggs. Have a good day, night, even.